Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, John. How have you been doing this week, and how are you feeling of all days today?
Hey, sis. This has not been a good week for me at all. How have you been? How's everything going for you?
It's just been kind of weird. People at my job been a little bit more giddier. I've been just seeing everything about the election, and it's just been a lot. It's been a real eye-opener as to the type of world that we live in and what's going on and what's happening. It's like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But prior to all of that, prior to the election, I had been having a good week. I got a raise on Monday.
Yeah.
And I was happy about that. Yes. And so I was happy about that. And then pretty much from there, I've been having a pretty cool week. But yeah, the election happened and people started acting different, and it's just crazy. But
different, like how? Yeah. So what was people saying at the job? Because you was kind of vague about it. What
listen. Okay, like this. So I go into work. I go downstairs. The woman in the kitchen. She's cooking. I asked her, can she make me eggs, bacon, and some toast? But when I come up in there, she was like, good morning. I was like, good morning. And my tone that I say good morning in every day. She was like, well, don't you just sound thrilled today? I said, what is there to be thrilled about? She was like, I take it your candidate didn't. She was like, I take it your candidate didn't win. I said, I take it your candidate did win.
Right.
And she just looked at me and she was like, no. I was like, and that's the problem. And I just started going off because I'm just so petty, and I'm just like, stop being ignorant. This has nothing to do with and then she just so for a woman that's sitting in the kitchen making $6.10 an hour, she sure got a lot to say about people on welfare, people on W-2, or people on Section 8. All of it. And I'm just like, girl, come on.
And to me, because they want to say black women and they want to relate all that to black people, but it's just like white people use government assistance.
Exactly. And you know what else is funny? I like how they try to disassociate some particular individuals, particular Caucasians, try and disassociate themselves or their family members from bum shit. Like when you see a black man out on the street and he begging, that's a bum. When you see a white man out on the street begging, that's a street person. I've never even heard that damn term before. A street person? Really? That's a street person? No, he's a bum just like the other man that's sitting right next to him. They both are, out there begging. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
But you know what? It's just like those people, like those lower class whites, they honestly, they don't feel like they're like lower class. Like they will do anything in their power. Like they'll say shit like, they're middle class and, they get tired of paying for everything else, paying for people taxes. That is just like you're supporting your fellow white trash associates.
I know, and that's so funny too, because it's like
not helping black
that's what
people.
Yes, and that's what's always being said. Like it's like, oh, and this person is paying for this and that with my taxes, and it's like it's not your taxes. Like, what are you talking? Shut up.
Right.
Like that gets on my nerves.
I'm sure they take $20,000 a year from me, and I'm not complaining about no fucking taxes. Like, get over here, fuck. We all pay too much in taxes. That's the point. But you all went ahead and voted for Trump anyway, so obviously you don't care about paying higher taxes because they're going to continue to go up. I don't know what you think is going to change, but we'll talk about
I know. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, what do people actually think is going to happen here? What kind of change do they expect to, really go on and go down? It's just bizarre to me, But anyways, before we get into all this election talk, this is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, John Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session. And I just want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this special election episode. Sorry I have to cut off Angelica as I usually do because she's always late. So, okay.
Whatever. It was all good. I feel like everything went well. But yeah, y'all, we're just gonna get straight into everything. Don't forget to like our fan page, also Angel Jen's Confession Session. And our question of the day is, what does the outcome of the election means for America? So we definitely want y'all to tune in. Those listening online, you can tune in by calling 1-516-595-8282. In other words, Trump won. Jean, Trump has won.
Yeah. So I'm sure none of you all have been under a rock, or if you are, I'm sure you heard somewhat of who our president-elect of 2017 will be. Donald Trump. It was a shocker to everyone. Nobody, not even the Trump administration, thought they would win. Trump won with 279 electoral votes to Hillary Clinton's 228. We'll talk about that in a little bit. With me, I went to sleep, and Trump was up, but still I did not think the election would turn out this way. I think it was like 116 to whatever, but it wasn't like a huge amount. And then I woke up like I couldn't really sleep, and that's kind of fucked up. Like that, I'm like this stressed about who my president will be. But when I woke up, I just had the whole day. I had like a sick feeling. I was hurt. I knew there were racists in this country and bigots and people who have like a small mind, but I did not think that was a large majority of people. I did not expect as much of our country that did to support this man. I thought it was going to be, and that's who it was. I guess it just turned out it's a lot of white trash out here, and they decided to vote.
Right.
Like they dumb, uneducated, meth smoking, heroin using ass, but it's okay. The election speech, his election speech, or whatever, his winning speech or whatever, his tone was a lot different, though, than I could say. So, than what it has been over the course of this campaign. To me, it seemed like he was a lot more humble. And he also said a lot of things that made sense to me. So, it's kind of giving me, I'm still, like, very weary of him. And I think, as a whole, we should definitely keep our eyes on him, pay attention to every fucking thing this motherfucker's doing, like being very critical so he don't fuck up. But one thing that stuck out to me was that, one of the first things he said in speech is he wants to rebuild the inner city community. And he also thanked Ben Carson for, his support, which is a black neurologist, so for him to be like one of the first people he thanked. So I think it was a very clear, concise, motive, and I'm hoping it's what a lot of people were saying. Like, Trump is real life a Democrat on the low, but he used the racist white idiots to get into office. What did you think about it?
I just think, Donald Trump won. I believe the outcome of the election was a thrash. Like, it was a thrash against Obama winning. It was a thrash against having 8 years of a black man in office followed by a woman. That was apparently too much for the United States. It was between, racist, and a rapist and a accused pervert, and then a woman who was also a racist, but she was, she had experience, so for Donald Trump to get elected and without any other experience, and I'm not even trying to say like, I wasn't for really none of them. I was just like, if anything, Hillary, she got good experience, this and that, but like Donald, like he didn't even know what to say during the debate, and I just, it took me by surprise. I took a look at and studied who the real American is, like I know who America is. I know if I need to move somewhere, I know where to go. It was not even more than 20 states that you can go and live where I personally would feel accepted at, and that's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
It was just real interesting to me. I watched 2016 exit polls, and it showed me a lot. More men voted for Trump, which is very interesting to me, while around 88% of African Americans actually voted for Clinton in the Trump. I mean, in the race, in the election, and 58% of Caucasians voted for Trump. Also, our young youth got out there and they voted. Individuals between the ages of 18 and 29. 55% of them voted for Hillary Clinton, and that people that was in the age group of 45 to 64, 53% of them voted for Trump. So I was pretty shocked, like, okay, this is interesting. And another thing that kind of shocked me is the fact that 61% of individuals that's in the military actually voted for Trump. So I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy, just thinking about all those commercials that Hillary Clinton put out like that. You know, I wouldn't think that such a large number of military individuals will vote for him, knowing that he would just blow some shit up. You know, it's just like, it's kind of crazy.
You just have to, I think it relates back to the class of these people. Like, a lot of times, you know, people get into the military, it's for a better life. They're very uneducated. You know what I'm saying? And it, you know, initially, not saying that all people, but it's, a lot of times people join the military, it's like out of a last resort kind of thing. So you have to think about like those kind of people. And then it's like when you do actually get into that system, the mentality is very pro-America, obviously because you are willing to die for your country. So they have a very skewed view. And what he is saying, you know, it is in agreement with what a lot of Republicans feel. I know. It's still just very unfortunate. Like, I really just can't believe it. And, you know, and just like on Facebook and, you know, on social media, where it's just like some of my friends who, well, not my friends, because bitches ain't my friends, but people that I know aren't supporting them, like trying to explain. It's just like, you can't even fucking explain it. Like, you saying it without saying it. You know, you're just a fucking racist, and, you know, poor white trash, and you're tired of it, and you act like he's going to change something, and he's not. Like, one of the first things that he introduced, like, they're already saying, like, he's talking about, like, introducing laws about, like, gun laws, like, you know, loosening up gun laws. It has nothing to do with, you know, y'all paying lower taxes or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know what they think that it's going to happen. Like, do you think they're going to put black people in slavery? Like, do you think, like, it's going to be that easy? Do you not think it's not going to, we're not going to go down without a fight? It's so many African Americans in powerful positions. Like, it's not going to, shit is not going to change like how you want it to be. You're still going to be, 4 years from now, you're still going to be poor white trash or mess.
Right. You so goofy, dude. But listen, I know that during election night, to me, that was very interesting. I just remember actually yelling at my husband because from the very beginning, he pretty much kept saying Donald Trump is going to win. He was checking the stats like pretty much all night. Before I could even get up in the morning to take a piss, first thing I heard, Donald Trump won. I can't say that I was surprised that Donald Trump won. It's just a shame that the country would rather see a black man. I'm not. Dude, the country would rather see a black man in office than a white woman. Like that, and instead they're going to get a TV star, an individual without any electoral experience, this person is about to rule the United States. The thing that frustrates me the most is that I bet Donald Trump just ran for president because he wanted to see if he could do it, and he did. He did end up winning the 3 crucial states, Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina. I will tell you one thing. I know why he won Wisconsin, and pretty much because they a bunch of motherfucking racists. The Hillary won in Milwaukee and in Madison, but Waukesha, Sheboygan, Oconomowoc, Oshkosh, all of that, everybody else chose Trump. But why do you think he won Florida, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Ohio, Wisconsin, Iowa, all of them states? And how do you feel about that? And how did you act on election night? Besides, I know you said you were nervous and stuff, you couldn't sleep, but when you found out, like, what was your immediate response? Like, did you cry at all, or were you like, what?
No, I didn't cry. I was just more so like I was disgusted. Like I real life was like in the daze the whole day. Honestly, like I remember just everything I did. Every
did you have to work that day?
I'd just be like, I felt like an old black woman. I just like, like I randomly I real life said that throughout the whole day. Like I would just be like. You know what I'm saying? I was at the gym just like listening to music, guys were like, this motherfucker ain't got into office. It's just like because your mind kind of like gets off of it and then it comes back to it like, damn, this motherfucker really is. And just driving home today, it's scary. It's a scary feeling that someone like this, someone as ignorant and as stupid as Donald Trump has control of our nuclear codes. Like, he could do some fucking damage. And it's just like, we playing with fire and we don't even realize it. Like, to me, that is fucking terrifying. Somebody who doesn't have the best temperament. Like, I just really hope and I really pray. Because, you know, before I went to sleep, I prayed, you know, because I didn't really fuck with Clinton like that either, but I voted for Clinton, obviously. But I prayed, I said, God, please just let the best decision be the best decision, even if I may not understand it. And I realized hope that it was true. I realized I'm hoping that everything.
You probably did make a good decision.
God.
You never know. I'm not for either one, but I know, and I'm not even trying to, it's not even about zodiac signs. It's more than that, but I feel like Hillary probably would have did more damage than Trump, but I feel like Trump is going to really fuck some shit up, definitely. But we're going to talk about that later on in the show. We're not going to discuss that right now because I have a lot of things to say on what I feel like is going to happen, you know, once Trump is officially in office and what's really going to take place. But in other news, Clinton, she did win the popular votes, but Donald won electoral votes. That's just crazy. Like, don't you think?
Yeah. So I want to explain that really quick. So if you all don't know, like the difference between like the popular vote and like the electoral college. The popular vote obviously is like, you know, us, you know, every citizen for themselves. Let me get the actual. So I can say.
You know,
so
one thing
Clinton,
is
she won 60 million votes to 212. She won 60,212,000. Donald Trump won 59,875,000, which is extremely close. And if you all don't understand, you know, our votes go towards the electoral college, and I think a certain percentage is supposed to represent a person who then goes on to actually make the vote for the presidential candidate. So if a certain amount of voters are of a certain party, then that person elects another person who goes on to vote for the president. The only thing with the electoral votes is like you can only vote as a state, I believe. Like I don't think you can't have, it can't be split. And also the reason of the whole electoral college versus the popular vote is this is a dated system. It was from hundreds of years ago, where it wasn't media and technology to keep people updated. So people really felt like they didn't know the candidates. And on top of that, the government felt like the public would not make an informed decision. They would only vote for people that are in their immediate state. Like if a person from their state was running for president, they only vote for, because that's all they know. So they elected these officials. And also because it is more people in these larger states, you know, with like larger demographics, larger cities or whatever, that a lot of times only those people will be elected. What else do I want to say about this? Because it's just so confusing to me. But yeah, so you would go to they are supposed to go and vote as a whole, and what it looks like is more of the people in each state were leaning towards a certain candidate, and that is who the electoral college is supposed to vote for. Like they're supposed to be sworn in, and they vote for what the state overall is going for. I don't really know how to explain it. Pretty much more than that.
Well, like you said, pretty much, you know, electoral votes been around for hundreds of years since the Constitution had first been drawn, and had this been in place. Had this not been in place, Hillary Clinton would have won because she actually did get more votes. She led Trump by like 175,000 votes, but it was a multitude of them pretty much came from like the same states, such as like California and New York. So more people voted for her, but because you can only get a unique say-so in each state, it didn't matter. This is actually the fifth time that a candidate had won popular vote but failed to win the election. Al Gore was one, John McCain and Mitt Romney. They lost to Barack Obama. So I can't say that the United States should change the Constitution because it worked in our favor prior to this. This time Trump won, and although he did not win most votes, he did win the most votes in the right places, which is under the Electoral College, and that is unfortunately what mattered. It's so crazy because I remember voting, I think I was like 22 or 21 when Obama went into office, and I remember thinking like, man, I think I just had turned 22. Like, I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know this how the system worked. I didn't know anything, but I was so interested in the debate this year. I'm like, what does all of these numbers mean? Like, oh, crap, like, not knowing about this at all. So it was like an eye-opener for me to see that this is how the presidential election works. And, yeah, they need to do some work to remove that because, like I said, it has worked in our favor before, but I don't know. I just don't know what should happen.
So
it's just crazy.
So saying that Obama did not, both elections, he didn't win the popular vote?
Right.
Wow. I mean, still, I just feel like, overall, then maybe it wasn't meant for Obama. I just feel like overall, if a country is saying something different, then you have to go with the country as a whole. Saying, I think, should nobody have a more powerful vote than me when we are going to go through the same issues? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
especially like places like.
I don't agree with that.
It is bizarre. Like places like Wisconsin, like we had like 13 points versus like California, the 55. Like really, like why does it make such a massive difference? I guess the population or whatever, but like no, it should. That's not the way it should go. And it was crazy just watching the whole
and
thing.
Then also,
I thought that
I also want to say, who are the people that they are electing? Like, is it like top secret? And is it a diverse group? Because I feel like it's a bunch of old whites. Like, I just, in my opinion, I can't see them having just regular everyday people, going to vote. You get what I'm saying?
No, not really. What you mean?
I'm just saying, like, as far as how do they come with the people how do they come up with the people to be a part of this whole electoral college? Like, who are the officials? Like, how do they pick them?
Okay.
And is it a diverse group of people?
That's interesting.
You know what I mean?
That's something that we should probably look up.
I feel like it's a bunch of old white men.
That's something that we should probably look up and really take a look into. But I feel like the exit polls really tells you a lot, So when you have an opportunity and when y'all have an opportunity, check out the 2016 exit polls. It really gets in depth with the numbers and where even religions, race, everything of the individuals that voted and how many of them matter pretty much, And speaking of people that matter, it really chaps my ass when I check things out and I hear stupid shit. I heard some news that Harambe, the gorilla that was killed, received 15,000 votes to become president. Like, many people blame third-party Democrat candidates for siphoning away votes with complaints, with complaints such as Harambe, the gorilla that was killed at the Cincinnati Zoo earlier this year in May, after the child fell into his pen, got 15,000 votes. The claim, however, that the gorilla received that many votes or any other specific number is not yet backed up by any actual data. But people were very displeased with the candidates for the president this year, and they announced that they're going to do cast write-in votes, and many people voted for the gorilla, while several other people voted for Hennessy and, just stupid shit like that. How do you personally feel this may have impacted the election, Jen?
It definitely did impact the election. I think people don't realize how much that their vote matters. Like they were showing like the polls in Florida, and it was just like maybe a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple thousand votes, which changed it from Donald Trump being in the lead. It was a very low number. And even here, like in North Carolina, overall, if you look at the election, it's what, 200,000 people voted for Clinton compared to Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand how significant, like, your vote is, and for you to waste it and be that stupid, like, why even fucking vote? Like, that's not even cute. Like, that really.
You don't vote to be cute. You don't vote to be cute.
People want to post it online to look cute, for that shit to be funny, and it was just fucking whack, dog. I just
think that I feel like you may never know what will happen, or you may never know. You don't know how that may have impacted the election. It could have still went left or right, but I definitely agree that it has taken a toll in several states with 15,000 to 17,000 people in just 2 states playing games. Like, this is something so serious. The election could have went either way had people taken this election more seriously, because it was between a pervert who wants to fuck his daughter if he hasn't already, and a woman. You know, it's like, oh no, we're definitely not gonna let this woman win. We don't care if he grabs her.
So we're gonna get the pervert.
Like, you know, right, dude? Did you see that that interview where Wendy Williams asked him what does he have in common with his daughter, and this motherfucker said sex? Like, what?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know, because Wendy Williams asked her first. She was like, I think that we have real estate and golf in common. And then she was like, hey, what about you, Dad? He was like, well, I was going to say sex, but I don't understand. How do you have sex in common with your daughter? Oh, both of y'all like to have sex? Oh, maybe that's what he meant. But still, weird. Thought about that. Like, maybe that's what he meant.
Who is going to have a conversation with their father like that? Like,
I don't, but you know what, me and my mom, we are really close. Like, I'm not going to, like, be like, oh, me and my mom, we like to fuck a whole lot of dudes and no crazy, stupid ass shit like that. Donald Trump is a man. His daughter is a girl. So he should be a little bit more respectful. Now that I thought about that, but he still said, after, like, in a different interview, that if she wasn't his daughter, they'd probably be dating. And then he described, back in the day, a long time ago, he described his little daughter as having nice legs, and he doesn't know if she's going to have big titties. Like, bro, why are you talking about your 6-year-old daughter? Like, what's going on? I feel like he's just a real-life rapist and a psychopath.
Yeah, he's a fucking sick. He's like, that is how you describe he's a sick. Like, you have to put an A in front of it. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like, that man is not my fucking president. Like, I will not accept it. Anyways,
yeah, believe it. Just like the racists.
Go ahead.
I was like, just believe it. I was like, it's the racists blocking voters. You know, just everything. Everything took a toll in the election. You know.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too. I think part of the reason could be, too, also is how it has been reports of election officials harassing people at the polls, like in Arkansas and even North Carolina. There were people who, and not even it could have been not even just officials, like, you know, like people dressed up and pretended to be, you know, someone, and they would go to these polls and try to get people to not vote. And it was like even one case in Arkansas where an election official was like telling people to go home, like for early voting, and like when they'd be trying to ask him like what's going on, he'd just tell them to shut up and like bullshit like that. And it was even going on in North Carolina. So I think that could be partly the issue too. It's just so many things. It's just like, if you just sit back and think, I was just thinking about it today, like, damn, how did this happen?
It's sad.
Like, and then you also have to think about, like, you know, do you know the exact black vote? Like, was there more black people that voted in the last Obama election compared to the election now? You know, it's just like, did not enough people vote, or just thinking, like, it's just like, how the fuck did this happen? Like, I'm still confused. Like, I know what they're saying, but it's still like it doesn't add up.
It's a lot. these laws targeting minority voters are no different than the laws that took place during the Jim Crow era. Like, why do we even have specific voting restriction laws that are targeting minorities, communities, and poor individuals? Why isn't Congress doing anything about this? In fact, actually refusing to change or rectify anything to restore the laws that protect the laws and protection. It's crazy. Litigation remains the only real resource for advocates trying to stop those voter suppression tactics. And these laws have been put in place to protect voters from discriminatory laws like poll taxes and literacy tests. So it's a lie. It's just like, come on. We don't, like, are y'all really doing, like, if somebody, for those who don't really understand, if somebody was a black person, when Obama won and they just wanted to vote for Obama, people, you have to have a literacy test. Like, can you read? Do you know who you're voting for? Like, why? I'm voting for the black man. That's what I'm doing. So it's just crazy to me. What are your feelings on that?
I mean, excuse me, sorry, I started eating. That's so ghetto. That's so ghetto.
Listen,
but I mean, it's just like anything they can do.
Ain't nobody got time to be listening to your ass eat on the goddamn motherfucking air. Okay?
I know I'm not.
Nobody.
I'm not
chewing your food and shit. Listen, don't get me started on this. Don't do it, Jen. Don't do it. Okay? Now.
I know you're frustrated.
We are frustrated, okay? We are frustrated right now. Shit, I'm hungry, too. I made a big-ass can of lasagna. You think I want to warm that shit up and eat right now on the phone? Shit, you know what, everybody just grab a plate. We're going to eat some food right now because I think everybody's hungry. Are you hungry, listeners? Are you hungry? I'm hungry. No.
Right. But I mean, it's just like anything they can do. Anything that they can do, they're going to try and do to make sure. Because it's just like, I was listening to, like other people say, it's just like this is the last time. Like, I honestly feel like this country's changing. And the Republican, these old racist white and these poor whites, they don't want shit to change. Like, they really don't.
Yeah, they don't. But a lot of people do want things to change. Like, the people who don't feel safe, the undocumented immigrants, and they pretty much in fear as to what Trump will do as president. There are many undocumented immigrants that's fearing what he's going to do, and immigrants are feeling as if, them and their family, they could possibly be deported. Apparently, more than 11 million undocumented immigrants woke up to the same reality Wednesday morning. A newly elected president who has vowed to build a wall along the U.S. border with Mexico, a president who pretty much describes some Latinos as rapists, killers, and drug dealers, a president who has vowed to, begin deportation within his first hour in office now. We all know that Trump's victory was a shock to many Americans, but for them undocumented immigrants, their future has pretty much taken a startling turn. From the promise of immigration reform under Hillary Clinton to the threat of deportation under Trump, a lot of immigrants are starting to, look at this as facing an entirely different reality as to what they're used to. And under Trump's administration, the level of fear and anxiety among these undocumented people are only getting deeper and more prevalent. It's crazy. He promised to do exactly the reminiscence of what President Dwight Eisenhower did in 1954, Operation Wetback, when he removed hundreds of thousands of Mexicans from the United States. The real question is, how far will Trump go? Is he really going to go and deliver on these statements? What is he going to do? What do you think he's going to do?
I don't know. He really is a wild card. I'm really hoping he doesn't.
You hoping he do?
I don't fucking know. Like, I don't understand what is this country's issue with illegal immigrants. Like, make them legal so they can pay taxes. If you mad they're not paying taxes, okay, make it easier for them to become citizens in this fucking country.
Do you want him to do that?
What?
Everybody back to Mexico?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what for? What? For what? If they ain't over here fucking shit up, like, why would you? Like, it's stupid. Like,
I think how do you become a U.S. citizen?
I don't know.
I think it'd be sad,
I know process, and maybe that goes along with looking at the system. Like, why is it so hard to become a president? Why is it? Because I know of like people with private citizenships, and they had to know stuff that I didn't even fucking know. You know, it's just like, why is it that difficult? Like, if you've been here for a certain amount of years, you know what I'm saying, 5 years, you know, you have a legitimate job, you know, or you're in school, you know, and you aren't posing a threat, like, what is the issue of becoming a citizen here? This country
I
is
think I'd be sad and devastated, too. Like, I'd be sad, I'd be devastated. If I was, you know, a person that had to be deported, you know, but I would have done what I had to do before the outcome of the election. They're trying to deport people that have been here all their fucking lives. Like, you don't understand. Like, this illegal shit is real. Like, it's motherfuckers who've been illegal since they fucking been here, using other people's Social Security, don't got a Social Security number. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's some real shit. So it's just like, they don't know what life is like in Mexico. They've been here since they're fucking two. But you gonna ship them back? They ain't got no damn family down there. No immediate family. You know what I'm saying? I just think so many people.
What kind of sense does that make? I feel like if you made it easier for people to become citizens, I feel like that would be a boost to our economy. If all these people that you want to get rid of that are working the jobs that most Americans don't work, make it below minimum wage. Is that what the issue is? You don't want to pay the minimum wage? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's just like, what you think about if they started paying taxes, how much that would boost the economy? Because there are millions of illegal immigrants here. And they've been here for years, and it's just like, how could you tell somebody to go back to somewhere that they don't fucking know? Like, they're basically American. They are American. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like,
listen. So many people become complacent with the life that they're living, but like I said before, if you knew that it was a possibility that this man was going to win, even though nobody thought so, it was still a possibility. You should have went and tried to handle your business prior to him becoming president, because you know that this is going to happen.
It's that easy, Angelica. You saying that as a
listen, I don't think it is either. I don't think it's that easy.
All the shit we got to deal with, and on top of that, you got to go get some damn papers every 2 damn weeks, or do whatever the fuck, take another class on what it's all about being American and having American pride on shit that most Americans don't even fucking know. They ask you questions that most Americans don't even fucking know. Like for what? I'm sure it's not hard to become a citizen of Mexico or a citizen of Canada. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know. I just feel like
this. If Trump really do carry out, if Trump really do carry out the shit that he said that he's going to do, means
all these motherfuckers do is make promises to get to office.
Listen, no, if he get all these damn trucks and he start knocking door to door, just think about this happening in real life, and it's bizarre. Is that even fucking legal?
Is that even fucking legal that you going door to door, like knocking on people's shit? Like, that's a motherfucking, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a motherfucking.
Give me your papers.
Nazi,
give me
like,
your papers. This is
dictatorship kind of. You gonna go over every fucking body house and check their motherfucking records? Like, what kind of shit is that? Like,
man,
in America, we want that to happen. They gonna be all up over
here on the south side. They just going to the south
side. Some of them be on that bullshit. Because just like he's trying to make it easier for gun laws, I'm about to go get me a gat like a motherfucker and take some motherfucking gun lessons. I'm be ready to shoot at a bitch, let them try me, and have rights too, because I got investments and I got savings, and I'm gonna be loyal the fuck up. So try it if you want to. That's what it needs to be. We need to use what all these things they're trying to pass and they're trying to impose. We need to buck the fuck up and use it against them. They want it to be easy for us to get guns. We all need to get motherfucking guns to be ready for their ass, if that's what it needs to be.
Yeah. No shit. Damn. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
No, I'm real life about to get a gun. I'm real life about to get a gun.
Hey, you heard about this shit that happened to that woman?
When I was younger, but huh?
Did you hear about that shit that happened to that woman? I think it was today or yesterday. I guess she was I think it was in Delaware or something like that. I posted it on my Facebook page. Mrs. Wright Ferguson, where check me out. But anyways, she was at a gas station pumping gas. 4 white dudes jumped out the car and was like, oh, I'm so happy that President, Trump won. Trump is gonna be the new president. Because now we ain't got to deal with those black-ass niggers no more. The chick was black or whatever. And then afterwards, he was like, you heard me, girl? We ain't got to deal with you black niggers anymore. You're going to get shipped back to on a boat or whatever. And she didn't say nothing. She just had her head down. Dude, why he pulled out, showed her a gun and was like, you lucky as witnesses here. Or he was like, first he was like, well, don't you hear me, nigger? And she didn't say nothing. She was crying and shit, she said. And then afterwards, he pulled a gun out like, yeah, you lucky as witnesses here. I'll blow your head off right now. Y'all think that that's what's happening? Y'all really think that Trump is just going to start sending niggas back on a boat and
but do you honestly think like that motherfucker's going to allow that? Like, if you are still going to get prosecuted with the utmost for a hate crime. Like,
right, exactly.
That's the thing that these dumb motherfucking white trash ass, poor ass, trailer park ass, dirty mouth, no teeth having, greasy face having, out of shape, bad body ass think. They're fucking confused. It's like this is a different time now. Like we don't even move with y'all. Like we're better than you will ever fucking be, and that's what you mad about.
Man,
like come on,
come on. But yeah, that's bizarre.
Let's try. And they didn't want to get bucked because I didn't see a couple things where I just felt like maybe I'm just being on edge, But I've seen a couple things as of recently where I feel like, wow, these motherfuckers being bold today. But oh no, you the right one. You get your ass beat. And in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna have a gun on ready for that ass too.
No.
I ain't gonna be
you sound dangerous.
But no, you
sound
reckless. Bullshit. I definitely would shoot your ass though. I did definitely. I'm not finna.
Okay.
I'm not be ready to pull out a gun for every little thing now. Like, cause I don't agree with that. But yeah, no, you come over here with that racist shit. I am going to stand my ground. I'm gonna shoot you out of your ass. I'm gonna get a lawyer too. Because I can afford ass, unlike your broke ass, mad ass. I can afford to have a lawyer, bitch.
Man, y'all hear how upset Johnny is? See, he wanted to do the whole, electoral confession session today, and he is his own edge, y'all. So we gonna just try and calm him down later on. But anyways, just to recap for our question of the day, what does the outcome of the election mean for America, y'all? So, speaking of what does the outcome mean, Wall Street rebounds after Donald Trump's victory. The U.S. stock closed up Wednesday. It was a dramatic reversal from the deep losses in overnight trading. Investors were concerned that Donald Trump's unexpected victory will create uncertainty and damages to the overall view of the U.S. economy. Overnight financial markets reacted with the fear as Hillary Clinton's loss became apparent. Throughout the summer and into the fall, the U.S. markets, they behaved quietly, and investors, they became pretty confident that Hillary was going to win. But in late October, when it was apparent that the FBI was reopening that case into her emails, stocks began to fall. Healthcare companies did they did poorly because the anticipation of the Obamacare insurance law was going to end. Tech stocks, they dipped. Car makers even banked on using Mexico, which offer low labor costs to aid small car production, and they're gonna have lower profit margins. But also today, I got word that the stocks are up. I got word that stocks were up. I got word that bank stocks were up, and I'm just like, I didn't read into that article too much, but I definitely want to keep y'all updated on that. You know, if you guys have an opportunity, if you guys know anything about it, share that information with us because I want to know about how stocks they went down and then went up. All of this amount within one day. That's crazy to me. But
I
you?
I honestly think because initially I think people were scared about the American economy as far as electing such an idiot for president, but then at the end of the day, I think people realized, okay, he's not going to be in office until January, for one. And then for two, you know, they're not going to let nobody, not even the fucking president, ruin this economy in that way. You know, so I think it was just more of an overreaction. And it didn't scare a lot of people. You know, because I thought about that too. It's just like, what if he does, like, ruin business relationships for us? And, you know, it's like he got a whole 3 months, 2 months, you know, it's going to be a little while before he's in office.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope with that meeting that Obama was having with his ass today, he was checking that ass, making sure he knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. Can you imagine, though, what Trump, I forgot to mention this, but can you imagine what Trump sending, you know, people back to where they came from would do for, I'm just saying about my state itself, Wisconsin, would do for Wisconsin? Like, dude, do you know how many I see undocumented immigrants on a daily basis right in my house, right in my area where I live at, in my apartment building, right next door. But and I'm not playing either. But I feel like, you know, what happens when these individuals, they all get sent back? What's going to happen with these bigger companies? What's going to happen with their jobs? You know, it's affecting more than just the immigrants. It's also affecting large businesses. You know, businesses are bringing in individuals. You know, so it would be a travesty if something like that happened. You know, I don't know. It's just crazy. And then also I think that it's pretty bizarre, too, that Russia is so excited. They happy, like, you know, throughout everything, Russia's not only happy, but they relieved that the Republicans, they won over Clinton. And many Russians, they actually came to see the president being elected, you know, and they saying that Donald Trump is their best hope for peace according to the world. And they saying pretty much that America, Clinton is pretty much seen as an aggressor and uses military and soft America to promote regime change across the globe. To the Russians, Hillary Clinton, she was pretty much portrayed as a dangerous candidate who favored foreign interventions in the name of democracy, while Trump was described as this awesome person, and he was going to, you know, he wants peace and not war. And the Russians also feel like Donald Trump, he don't care about, you know, the Ukraine or Syria, and that's why he's a better outcome for the president. How do you feel about that statement?
It's the same shit. We'll see. I don't know anymore.
I feel like something's behind this. I remember doing a debate, maybe the second one. They spoke on Vladimir Putin, and his name was brought up on a few occasions, and Trump stated that him and Putin are on good terms, but, you know, Trump refuted saying that, you know, he don't know Putin and they're not, you know, friends like that. But I also remember Hillary asking him to promise America that he would not allow Russians to hack or steal anything that have to do with anything or any type of, you know, espionage. And I remember Donald Trump never answered that question. And I just feel like Donald Trump is a businessman and he about his money. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did hear news about him giving, you know, Russians or anybody else information that they shouldn't have. I just think that it's crazy overall for Russia to feel that way about this election anyways. Why are you so interested in this year's election?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Putin is like, yeah, we got a dumbass motherfucker in office. Like, we about to get ready and pay him, baby. Like, seriously. And Donald Trump's going to be like, you can pay me just for Donald Trump getting high as hell, high as a kite. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Girl. Anyways, marijuana won big, if you all didn't know. California has finally legalized recreational marijuana, as well as Maine, Nevada, and Massachusetts. North Dakota, Montana, and Arkansas and Florida have approved the use of medical marijuana. There also has been a trend of marijuana usage nationwide being legalized, and now 60% of Americans are in support of the legalization of marijuana. How do you think about that? Marijuana.
I was actually discussing this. Hold on, beer, alcohol or whatever. You like a beer drinking.
What you say,
I'm gonna call you ass beer. Unless you call me loud, I'm gonna call you beer. Okay, I'm gonna be calling you. Am I loud? Am I loud? Because if not, then you're beer. Okay, you're the weight loss beer too. The kind that don't taste good. But listen, I actually was just discussing this yesterday with a friend of mine, and just now, if Donald Trump legalized marijuana in the state of Wisconsin, boy, this is going to be a whole different type of turnaround. Forget all that other stuff. And that's just my opinion, and you can call me ignorant if you want to. But listen, I think that he should definitely legalize it for many reasons. Number one, people will hate his ass less. Everybody will actually like him. Number two, it will be great for medical reasons, especially because of people traveling all over to be able to get specific type of medicines that contain THC. But if it's legalized, you can, change the people from traveling all over the place to get that medicine that's actually approved in particular states. Because, like if they take the medicine from one state to another and, they test the kid, they take them to the hospital and they got weed in their system, you can get your child taken away. So I feel like if they just legalize it everywhere, we all good to go. And then also, of course, for personal use, or whatever you want to do, but that'll be dope. That'll be dope. Thinking that we're on a good path or something. And like I said earlier, did y'all see that photo of the 70-year-old Donald Trump smoking a blunt with two of his Republican African-American homies? It was just crazy. Check it out. It's on my page. But do you think that legalizing marijuana is going to affect anything negatively?
No, absolutely not. Like, I agree. I think it should be legalized nationwide. It's just like, for one, you want to get the drug dealers off the street. The drug dealers ain't going to have drug dealers. Ain't nobody making money off of selling no weed in California. Like, why? Especially now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause you can get a damn medical card for anything, for being depressed, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you want to get them off the street and want them to sell something else? Like, shit. There you go. Like, what's the point of selling weed in California when the shit is legal? Like, when you could get a better strain,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Know that it's safe, or know that it hasn't been mixed with anything. I don't know.
Wow, you can get it in like brownies. You can get it.
I'm a lot of weed smoker, so I'm just saying,
Well, I just feel like it
makes sense, and it's a lot of money. Like, people I know that smoke weed spend a lot of fucking money. Like, it just makes just like making it fucking easier for immigrants in this country. Like, damn. I said damn.
I said damn. He said damn, y'all. He said damn. Stupid dog. You sound like your sister, actually.
You said what?
I said, you actually kind of sound like your sister, Sierra.
Oh,
He's like, I said damn. That's
last topic. Last topic. President Obama recently talked with North Carolina radio station on Friday, and he said that he's pretty relaxed about Sasha Malia dating. He said there's two things. One of them is their mom, Michelle. She's tough. She's a great example of how she carries herself, her self-esteem, not depending on boys to validate how you look, or, not letting yourself be judged by anything other than your character and intelligence, he said. And hopefully I'm a good example in terms of how I've shown respect to my wife. So I don't worry about it because they're really solid, smart girls or young ladies now. He also said, anyway, Obama has a fail-safe other reason is because they have Secret Service. So it's only so much the guys can do, and that he feels sorry for the young men that come by his house. What do you think about
Dude,
that?
Obama is just cool, smooth grass. Like, I just love him.
Grass.
I bet he's just so smooth. Like, he's just so awesome. But I'm not really sure who the guys are that they're dating. But, hey, it is what it is. Let them date. Get out here. They've been so good. They've been the best family in the White House so far. I'm proud of how the family conducted themselves thus far. And I know the girls are going to make great decisions. I mean, look at who their parents are, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
yeah, definitely.
I agree. You know, and it's just like I don't think they're gonna be reckless. I think they're gonna be some boss bitches out here. Like, I think they're gonna make right decisions. Of course, they're gonna be tied in at Princeton or Yale or wherever I forgot where are they going? Where's Harvard? You know, so it may be a semester where they, you know, get it in, but eventually, you know, it has to happen. That's part of becoming a young adult. Like, we don't want to accept it, but it's just a part of life as an American teenager, you know, or American young adult. You got to go through a couple frogs to get to a real one. You know, just don't get recorded. You know, fuck with some niggas that keep your shit low and got as much to lose as you do, and you'll be fine. You know. But like I said,
yep.
I do think it's dope that he has a good attitude about it. And honestly, to me, I feel like they are a very open family. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they talk about the guys they date. Maybe not as far as, like, sexually, like what they've done sexually, but, you know, I think it's like he said, it's a pretty solid situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, you guys, we're going to go into that question of the day. Jen, what do you feel, or how do you feel the outcome of the election? You know, what do you feel that means for America?
A couple things. For one, like I said, I think that it means that America, we have a long way to go. I was surprised by this election. I thought that we were more unified than we were. You know, I thought that we were smarter and we would make better decisions as a people and overlook our, you know, however we feel it for the bigger picture. I thought that's what it meant to be American, is to understand other walks of life, because as an American, you're going to be walking down the street or living next door to somebody that's completely different than you are. But obviously we have not made it that far yet. I'm worried for America. You know, I really am scared. I'm not going to say for black people because we're survivors. I'm going to get into that. But I'm saying as America as a whole, I am scared. You know, I think it's just, I hope this man does not ruin the relationships that we have built with this country. I hope that he does not, you know, make relationships with people that we don't fuck with and it's not a good situation. You know, I just hope that he actually thinks about every fucking thing that he is doing and not being a 7-year-old perv, entitled perv, you know. And also, I would say for my black kings and my black queens, stay fucking strong. We been struggling all this fucking time. Ain't shit shit's gonna change for the better for us. But I'm just saying, it don't matter if Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump got into fucking office. That don't mean that we still can't achieve what the fuck we need to do. I think we need to boycott these companies that are in support of Trump. You know, and we need to keep the dollar within us. My mother was telling me today, because my mother, she works for the African American Chamber of Commerce in Wisconsin. My mother's a boss out here, yes.
Yes.
But she was telling me that that in the African American community, we don't recycle our dollar compared to the Jewish and the Asian community. And I think she said the Jewish community recycles. That means that they spend money with other Jewish people 36. She told me 36 times before it makes it to the general public. With Asians, they spend their money 18 times with other Asians before it makes it to the general public. We don't recycle our fucking money once. And that is fucking ridiculous because we have such a huge buying power in this country. If we keep our money within us, they're not going to hear us from boycotting. They're not going to hear us from yelling and complaining. They're not going to hear us by assimilating. you know what I'm saying, and just want to be a part of the conversation. We have to separate ourselves and keep the money within us and let them come to us. And when they do come, we going to have rules and regulations for their bitch asses. We need to stand the fuck up and listen. Like, that is the only way. It's through money. And y'all know that. It's not about, I want everybody to make a pledge. I want everybody
What's
to
the
the show
pledge?
to save 20% of your paycheck for the next year. No, don't even start this month, next month, you know, Christmas coming up. But starting January, save 20% of your paychecks for a year. I also talked to my mother about starting an investment club. I've said this to a couple of my close friends. But I think that, you know, 10, 15 of us, we should all put $5,000 together and open something. Whether it be, because there's so many things that we use in this country that we don't own. We don't own the hair stores that we go to. We don't own the banks that we fucking go to. You know what I'm saying? We don't own the restaurants that we go to. We don't own the grocery stores. There's no black farmers. But we have so much influence in this country. Life is bigger than fucking shucking and fucking driving and, you know, playing basketball. No, I'll be in for real. You know, we have to keep the money within us. You know, and I'm so fucking serious. I'm going to do some more research, and I'm going to talk about it more, you know, and I've said this before, but I'm tired. I'm tired of spending money with motherfuckers that don't respect who I am or who my people are. We need to keep the money in our communities, and they're going to see, and that's it. That's fucking all. Let's get this money up and do some fucking damage. That's what they're scared of. They're scared of us waking the fuck up. They want us to continue to buy Jordans and Ralph Lauren and doing all that dumb shit and smoking weed. Wake the fuck up, black people.
Hold up. What does smoking weed got to do with dumb shit?
Well, if we not owning the distilleries, that's what I'm saying. Is it black-owned distilleries in this bitch? That's what I'm saying.
Yes. I get mine from a black man that grow his. So, no, I swear.
Well, as long as he's spending all his money at Lena's and not going to Pick and Save and Kohl's and all that, then that's fine.
Ooh. Lena's, bro. Is there any Lena's left? Like, I remember last Lena's I went to.
And all you black motherfuckers in Milwaukee, that's the only grocery store y'all should be going to. I know it's in the hood. I know it's scary, but do what the fuck you need to do. That's the only grocery store you should be going to is Lena's.
Listen here, you black motherfucker. Would you shop at Lena's if you were shopping there? You seen a fucking mouse running around?
Hell yeah, my bougie ass would be at Lena's. Anytime I need something, I would go across town and go to fucking Lena's. Because I know that the people that own the shit look like me. And they have the same
You're going to be here in a couple weeks. You're going to be here in a couple weeks.
We're going to Lena's anytime I need something.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I'm not going in the store with you. I'm going to just park in the front. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you get ready to run on out, as long as you got no rat in your legs.
It is not that bad. It is not that bad. And that's what I'm saying.
It is nasty, though. It is, dude. It's like, okay, if you know what I'm saying, you cleaned up this shit and it was nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind shopping there, but, like, when you, like, touching shit and everything you touch, your hands sticky, then you see a dead mouse where the meat is or where the waffle is.
Did you see a dead mouse where the meat is? Did you see a dead mouse? Did somebody take a picture of it, or did somebody tell you? That's what it is.
Saw it.
It's just niggas.
Saw it.
You saw a mouse?
Yep.
You saw a mouse?
Yeah, it was dead, nigga.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, dude, I'm dead. Yeah, that's some nasty. My cousin slipped in Lena's, bro. She slipped. Slipped on some melted ice that was coming from the freezer. Yeah, she got paid too, bro.
We getting off topic.
We are getting off topic. Okay.
You need to keep the money in our community, and that's it. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, well, just, think twice before you go to Lena's. But, other than that, yes, let's get it popping. Anyways, are we going to go into I'm going to do the first one. We have a caller from a 414 area code. The last number is 9130. Huh?
How you felt about it, though?
I'm sorry, first caller, but you are going to be on the air first. 9130 last 4 digits. I feel that it's definitely going to take a toll. I definitely understand and hear what you're saying as far as keeping money in our communities. It means a lot. Definitely, we should definitely do that. The world is going to end if Donald Trump think that he can steal people's door or have his people knocking at people's door and deporting people back and forth.
Like this some motherfucking third world ass country. This is America. And you think you can go door to door and pull a bitch out of their house? They ain't doing shit to you or to this government. Besides not paying taxes, make their ass pay taxes. That's it. Like that is
right.
To me that is insane that he's proposing that. To me that is insane.
Dude, that's what he said. That's one of the first things that he said. Dude, I bet he's probably gonna try and carry that shit out too until he realize how much manpower it's gonna be. But I bet that's one of the first things that he's gonna try and do.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to learn my rights now because I got a couple homies on deck that is in the law field, and I'm going to know my motherfucking rights before they come over this bitch with that bullshit. Because that's not right.
Okay.
There ain't nobody in this house illegal, but still, you're not going to be coming to no damn house with no fucking homeowners trespassing. For what? For what?
Right. That is just be a sad nation. You know, it'd be a motherfucking rap if that popped off like that. I'd be sad and devastated, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, hopefully people are getting things in order right now. But yeah, once again, the question of the day, you guys, what does the outcome of the election mean for America? Y'all, this is also y'all time to confess or just talk about any topic that you want to talk about. We have that first caller, 1414, area code 9130, last 4 digits of that number. You are on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think this election means that, you know, America is just sad. Like you say, like we got a long way to come. Like my granny was like there with Martin Luther King, nigga. Like, why we still fighting for the same shit? Like that shit weak as a bitch. You know, and I think having our own community, that is a big part of it. Like that is weak. Why do I gotta go to the hair store and see the Chinese people, or go to the gas station and see the Muslims? Like fuck y'all, motherfucker. Like shit, I don't like that shit. I really don't. You know, and I wish it was more black people. We could trust each other and come about. And like you said, that is fucked up. How we ain't got no jobs, no ownership in our communities, but the fucking white population love our swag, our hair, everything about us. That's fucked up too. Like, damn, why you say that? Like that shit was deep.
Right, no doubt.
No doubt. You know, that shit was real deep. You know, so I just feel like we got a long way to come. It's sad. I'm feeling optimistic about Trump's 4 years. So, I'm like, luckily it's only 4 years, y'all. 4 years. We can make it. Hopefully we can make it through.
We just gotta stay woke. We gotta pay attention. Not let this shit slide by. We gotta keep continuing to pay attention to politics, like how everybody's into the election season. Like this has to keep going. Any fucking thing that happens, we need to know what the fuck is going on by black people before they slip some shit in there that's gonna affect us.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
This is our time. You're right. We gotta stay on it because it's 4 years and they can let that shit, any fucking thing can happen. You're right. Well, that's why I'm just trying to stay optimistic about it because it is only 4 years. So pray. Whoever you pray to, if you don't pray, you can still keep faith. Thank you.
On the real. Thank you. Yep. That's what, and like you said, you pray before you pray. Let whoever win, and you know what I'm saying. And it's just like, okay, but why did Donald Trump win though?
Anyway, that's how I feel. It's just like maybe this is, because some things is not meant for the human to understand. Like something is like maybe it's God trying to tell us something, like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe as a race of people, not just black people, brown people, because, they in the same boat as us. To wake the fuck up, do what the fuck you need to do. for your legacy, for your lineage, to make a better environment for them, and stop depending on man, Yeah. I'm going to take the next caller. This is the 404 as well. Last four digits is 6172. You are on the air. What's up? Hello?
Hello?
So, okay. Let's try one more time. 6172, 414. Guess not. Okay. Last number, 404. Last four digits is 8813. Hello? Hello? Let me try one more time. Hello? Okay, well, never mind. Angelique, how do you feel about it?
Well, like I said.
Yeah. I was like, I'm a little smashed. I'm a little dressed. Yeah, that's not as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like hopefully, this is one of the, you guys are definitely going to be hearing more stuff from us as far as the election and stuff like that goes. But, yeah, it's just, we just going to have to see overall what the outcome is. We got, maybe about 5, 6, 7 more confession sessions to go through before we actually feel or figure out or see what's going on or what type of changes are actually going to be made. So next year around, the first week of January, second week of January, we should, be really talking to you guys about what's happening and what's going on. So just make sure y'all continue to tune in, watch the news and be aware, wake up and pay attention. That's pretty much all I have to say. But we're going to go into Jen's confession for the day. Jen, what is your confession?
Oh, well, my confession is, stay black in this motherfucker and do what needs to be done. But also, just an update on, because I told you I'm going to be holding myself accountable as far as, the weight gain and the podcasting. So
he gained 2 pounds, y'all.
Oh, real life? No, you psycho. Okay, so I weighed myself.
Oh, really?
I don't remember what I said last week, but I weighed myself this morning. I was 283, so I feel like that is a big difference. I want to say I was 270 something. But I don't know. Maybe if it's because I ate something before I went to sleep, and I haven't been watching what I eat. But at the same time, I feel different. I feel because I've been working out pretty much every day. I'm not working out today though because I'm fucking tired. But other than that, I've been working out pretty much every day. I've been busting my ass. I'm taking protein and. So, and with my clothes, I can feel different. I feel like it looks a little, everything looks a little different. So, I do feel like everything's getting toned up. Maybe it's not showing in the weight division yet, but that's okay because I'm not trying to be no skinny nigga out here. I've done that before. I just want shit to be toned, everything to be tight, look like a man and a man that knows how to throw some wood, and that's it. That's all. What's your confession? Or break some wood. I think throw some wood sounded a little erotic. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because that's what I think about from a loser. Because
you're a pervert. Because you're a married woman that has
Scorpio
sex 24/7.
Pervert. Sorry, guys. Actually, I don't want to have sex 24/7. Actually, I don't.
No, I said y'all have sex 24/7. I do have sex 24/7.
No. First of all, no, I don't.
I appreciate y'all because y'all are one of the rare couples that I've known for years, and y'all still have sex. Y'all just.
Shut the fuck up, okay? That's what you need to do. Okay, how about that?
It's the truth. Okay?
How about that, Jen? Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just let you have whatever you gotta say. Y'all don't listen to this man, okay? He don't know anything about my sex life. So guess what? He never calls me. Only time I talk to this dude is one time a week, and when we talk about goddamn confession session. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about, what he thinks he knows.
I can't believe you right now because
once a month, guys. Sex once a month. Yeah,
that's
the
blind.
best day of the month.
You damn lie. You just said last week you get stressed. You just said last week you get stressed. You get stressed about not having sex for 6 days. Okay.
What?
6 days.
Wait, hold up. Now you lying. Because my period just came on. Okay, a couple of days ago.
That's the only time y'all don't have sex. And I feel like y'all had sex on your period before.
You are disgusting. Y'all hear how this man is nasty, y'all. This man is nasty.
No, it's not nasty. Y'all married. Y'all are married, and I feel like who has not
having
had
sex when my period is on, bro? That's disgusting. Okay, I don't give a damn what you talking about. Can you imagine if you had like, you know, just blood coming out like your parts of your body and shit like that, and just somebody just having sex with you? Like, that's nasty as hell. Like, come on, like, that shit smells. It's nasty. Have you ever had sex with a girl with her period on? Just no.
Well, no, because I've never been like in a real life relationship with a girl. But I'm sure if I was like,
you've been in one relationship. I think I remember one relationship.
I've had sex with women before, but I'm saying like it was never like that deep, like to where like, you know, like we had to have sex during that time of the month. Like, and I feel like if I was in a relationship with a woman and it was that time of the month, I would still have sex. I mean, it wouldn't be like a every month kind of thing, but I feel like once in a while, like, damn, like, you know.
No, I touch that dick if anything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna have no sex when my period is on. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry, you guys. This is TMI, but I'm a really, really, really heavy bleeder. That's just not something that somebody like me needs to do. I can't take iron pills, like so. That's just no. But I've actually seen stuff like that on the internet before. You know, just roaming through some stuff. You know, you roam through the internet and then you go past something. And you're like, ugh, like that shit looks nasty to me. Like I've seen it, I almost gagged. Like wow, it's just disgusting. So yeah, that's not something that I'm ever interested in. Just like I'm not interested in getting like my butt messed with. Like no, let's just not play that game right now. Like, you know maybe when I'm like
I actually just talking to somebody about that the other day. Like another like woman about like anal sex. And, you know, like me, like, if you all don't know, like, tops and bottoms, I said before, like, I'm a top, like, so that just means I throw, I don't catch. But I just think, you know, it's just you just have to pay attention. Like, as long as everything is all in all down there, it should be fine. But, like, just me, I'm just not into penis in general. Like, if I was attracted to a penis, then I don't see a problem with. But I guess because I'm gay. But if I was a woman, I don't think I would be opposed to, like, trying it. But I just think penis is weird, you know, which is weird because I'm gay, but I still do think it's, like, I'm not, you know.
I know, I'm looking up in the sky, like, what the hell are you talking about? How is it weird? Like, I told you look at it popping.
I'm attracted to the male physique. I'm not attracted to the penis.
Yeah, you have done that before, yep.
Yeah, like, it's just, to me, the penis is just weird. Like, it's just, besides my penis, I'm just not, I just don't, I don't know, it's weird. We talking too much. We talking too much.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to get ready, you know, and in the show, you guys know y'all can catch us next week on the show. But, yeah, you know, we crazy, y'all. We like to talk about what we like to talk about. So, you know, if y'all want to tune in, you know, next week, or y'all want to talk to us about y'all period sex stories or y'all penis sucking stories or about the election, you know, make sure y'all tune in and then spark up a conversation. We like just sitting up here talking anyways, but anyways, thank y'all all who tuned in today. We definitely appreciate the love and support. Don't be afraid to, you know, retweet our in regards to confession session, or, you know, email us at confessiontous@gmail.com. Sign up to like our fan page. And, you know, once again, just let us know what's up. Y'all don't have to even answer the question of the day. If you want to be like, girl, let me just tell you what happened last night. I cheated on my man. Let us give you some damn advice about how you can lie to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, I just want.
You're a psycho.
But once again, for real, y'all, thank y'all so much. We love y'all. And, you know, continue to spread the word and support. Jen?
You heard what
anything
I said.
You want to say?
You heard what I said.
Okay, you know what?
Google all these corporations that supported Trump, and don't ever see your money there again. And that's all it is. Save your money. You know, I'm going to give y'all a little break. You know, starting New Year's, but I'm going to be checking up on that ass. 20% of every paycheck. used to go away. I'm looking for 10 motherfuckers that's ready to boss up, put our money into some coin. $5K, that's all I'm asking. 5 racks, that's nothing. Like, I mean, that's a lot, but, you know, it's doable, okay?
That sounds like a fun idea. That sounds like a fun idea. But, yeah, this your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, Joe Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session.
Confession Session.
Why did you even say it? Why did you even say it after me?
You know what? Oh, my God. You do this. You know what, just fuck you. Have a good night.